to take it to this defense. They're going to ride this running back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll go right back to the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. They're trying to get to it. And they get the sack just like that.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your bet.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's McMahon. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Going up top on 1st down. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Rams want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Steps away to find some room. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented when he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On second down, looking again to throw. He got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a and he will score! Touchdown Rams!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An 84-yard drive there. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our team at sunny Lubick Field.
And the Rams will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
You've got it third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. It's complete on the right side. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 9 over UNLV. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Buys a little time with his feet. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. The Rams will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly where he had to get 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan, 21.
he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They go to the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll give it to him again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Slings it downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that side.
And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got the back over the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the move. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he's running in the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Colorado State, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. He finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught near the sticks. It's Levis. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game to pick up the first down. And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. The aerial assault continues. Gets it out quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets open down the middle. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. He's going to pass. On target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by just 1 over Charlotte. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Getting some heat. Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on second down for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The offense starts with a short field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete. Touchdown, Wolverine. And the stomping has commenced.
Salt into your wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Line gets set. First down. The give as they work on that clock. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Michigan, 45. Colorado State, 17.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass.
Colorado State, 24.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. After this, it'll be a wrap. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. You definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.